Hello. So short video tonight, and the reason for that is I'm not doing the weathering video just yet. I'll have to keep you all in suspense about that one. Tonight I'm going to do a short snippet video on doing the white rim on the wheels. Private owner wagons, I've got a little book and it's got different liveries and stuff of different wagons that were in service way back when. The RCH wagon that I'm building had white rims. I don't tend to do white rims because I'm going to weather it and it's got on it's a little dirty and this, that and the other. But this one I'm going to do the white rims just to give you this snippet video. So I'm going to set the camera up on the lathe. There might be a bit of noise and I haven't got the microphone on because this is take two. Because the first time I recorded it all and did everything and was ready to edit it, and then there was no sound. So for some reason the microphone's not working. So hopefully you'll be able to hear my voice over the lathe when it's running, and all will be explained as I'm doing it. Okay, so it's set up in the lathe here, the wheel set, obviously all painted black and everything. And what we're going to do is this part here, it's about 5/16 across. There, might be a little bit less, might be a quarter. I'm going to use a number 6 brush. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go down here with the brush tip, with the paint on as it's revolving. And the reason for that is obviously it's going to turn towards me. If I go up here with the brush, it's going to kind of bend the bristles back on themselves, and I'll end up getting it on the tread and I'll get it on the inside of the wheel here. So we're not going to turn it too fast because I don't want it to go too fast. And we'll probably end up doing, I'll have to do 3 coats on this because the white's not very good. Long story short with that, some idiot didn't leave the put the lid on properly and it dried out, put a skin on it, so I took the skin off, and then we'll use what's left. I'm not going to thin it down or anything like that. So I'm going to end up doing 3 coats of white on this, so we'll watch it revolve and you'll see the brush come in here and do its work. So here's a go. Just give me a sec and I'll put the lathe on. Okay, so we've got the wheel set spinning now. As you can see, dip the brush down here, touch it in, you could load the brush up a bit more if you wanted to, but as you can see with this, it just smears it as it dries it up, as it unloads the brush. So that's why you're going to do probably 3, maybe 4 coats of paint on there. I'm going to come down here because I want to see where the brush is going. Keep dipping the brush, keep adding paint as you need it. If you do by chance go onto the tread, don't worry too much, probably just leave it because it's going to wear off as soon as it goes on the track. There we are, coat number 1 done. Easy as that. So there we go. As I say, short but sweet video. Yeah, that's how you would do a white rim on your wagon wheels. You could do it for lining for loco wheels if you wanted to. Thinner brushes and things like that, you could get a nice line around the edge. Because it's revolving, it's a lot easier than standing them on their ends and hand painting them, and you know, I find that's probably the easiest way, even though that's not my first time. That is my first time of doing it, or it's not my first time, it's the second wheel set because I say it's take 2, so it was better obviously second time round. But I find that's kind of, I've watched people do it with lining and stuff like that of engines and stuff, so I thought, well, wagon wheels have got to be worth a crack at doing it that way. Number 6 brush, sort of thickness of the nib there. It's what, 3/16, 4mm tip, something like that. Yeah, so it's not overly wide. You know, so you can kind of drag it across the face as you'll see me do. You can just see there. There's take one in the wagon already. So yeah, so this wheel set that's in the lathe now, that'll get a couple more coats to make it nice and bright, and get good coverage. As I say, it's going to be weathered anyway, so the white won't really show up that much, but it's kind of the King's Coal wagon. Looking through my book, it was a Sheffield company that did Sheffield coal, and it had white rims, so because it was private owner wagon, so they had white rims, so that's why it's having white rims, even though I'm going to weather it and make it look dirty and stuff like that. So hope this has helped, and yeah, have a crack. If not, you know, and if you can't do it or you're a bit fearful of it, give me a shout. You know, I can stick them in my lathe and turn them and put a white line on your wagon wheels for you. Or if you haven't got a lathe, you know, but you've got, you know, you've bought some wheel sets, but that's what you want on them, and you want to make them look, you know, the part as it were, send them over to me and I'll stick a white line on them. It's not a problem. I will obviously buy some more white paint. The paint I use is a Humbrol modeller's paint, enamel paint. Yeah, all worked out well. Stay tuned. Weathering video is going to be coming very soon. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up in the workshop, make a bit of space so that we can get the whatever I'm going to weather turned around and stuff. I've noticed there's one or two pictures gone out of weathered locos, the 9F that's appeared in the 5-inch gauge group. Very nice. Unusual to see a scale that, an engine that of that scale weathered. So yeah, it looked right nice. So well done, Joe, for doing that. If you've not seen it, head over to the 5-inch gauge railways Facebook group. Worth a look. See you later.